savannah, but the lone wolf survives the storm. In a world that endlessly preaches conformity, there exists a rare breed of individuals who thrive by their own rules, fearless, unshackled, and unapologetically independent. These are the Sigma males, the enigmatic outliers who don't just live outside the hierarchy, they rewrite the entire playbook. Did you know that studies show the human brain is wired to seek social approval? Yet Sigma males defy this instinct, operating with a confidence that doesn't crave applause. They don't need the spotlight to shine. In fact, they'd rather the world think they're invisible, right before they make their next unpredictable, game-changing move. And let's face it, while others are busy playing chess on the board society handed them, Sigma males are quietly designing their own game. No kings, no pawns, just them, the rules they've written, and a lot of people left wondering, how the hell does he do it? Get ready, because we're about to explore the 15 habits that make fearless Sigma males not just rare, but revolutionary. Fair warning, you might leave this list questioning everything you thought you knew about success, power, and independence, and you'll probably laugh a little along the way. Number 1, they respect fear but never obey it. Fearless Sigma. Males have an extraordinary relationship with fear. They don't deny its presence or pretend it doesn't exist. Instead, they treat fear as a tool, something to study, analyze, and ultimately master. For most people, fear is a stop sign, a barrier that keeps them within the safe confines of what they know. But for Sigma males, it's a compass pointing directly to the areas where they can grow. When they feel fear creeping in, they don't flinch or back down, they dissect it. Is it rational? Is it emotional? What's the worst that could happen? They strip it of its power by breaking it into manageable pieces. In doing so, they rob fear of its ability to control them. They don't just confront their fears, they use them, treating fear as a guide to push them beyond their limits. If something scares them, it's often a signal to move forward, not retreat. This doesn't mean they recklessly charge into danger. Fearless Sigma males respect fear for what it is, a survival mechanism. But they refuse to let it paralyze them. Instead, they embrace discomfort, understanding that the most meaningful progress often comes from venturing into the unknown. They view fear as an invitation to test their courage, not a reason to surrender. While others stay trapped in comfort zones, fearful of the risks they might face, Sigma males carve paths into uncharted territory. They aren't fearless in the traditional sense. They feel fear like everyone else. The difference is that they don't obey it. They bend it to their will, transforming what others see as a threat into a catalyst for evolution. This mental alchemy is what sets them apart, making them unpredictable, relentless, and truly fearless. Number 2, they challenge their own beliefs relentlessly. Fearless Sigma males possess a rare ability that most people shy away from. They relentlessly challenge their own beliefs. While others cling to their opinions as a form of identity, Sigma males understand that the world is constantly evolving and their mindset must evolve with it. To them, stagnation isn't just a weakness, it's a slow death. So they don't just accept the ideas they've held for years, they scrutinize them, test them, and dismantle them when necessary. This process isn't comfortable. It means admitting they might be wrong. It means facing hard truths about themselves and the world around them. But they don't see this as a threat. They see it as growth. Sigma males understand that holding on to outdated beliefs out of pride or fear is like trying to sail with a broken compass. They'd rather endure the discomfort of change than let outdated thinking hold them back. What's fascinating is how methodical they are about it. They don't reject their beliefs blindly or for the sake of rebellion. Instead, they examine them from every angle, poking holes, asking questions, and looking for contradictions. If an idea still holds up after all that, they keep it. If it doesn't, they drop it without hesitation. There's no ego involved, just an unrelenting pursuit of truth and improvement. This habit makes them remarkably adaptable and mentally sharp. While others double down on their biases to avoid discomfort, Sigma males embrace it, knowing that clarity and strength come from facing these inner challenges. This self-skepticism is their edge. It keeps them ahead of the curve, untethered from outdated ideologies and fearless in their pursuit of a better, smarter, and freer version of themselves. Number 3, they are unapologetically experimental. Fearless Sigma males thrive on experimentation. They see life not as a rigid plan, but as a series of experiments, each one offering new opportunities to learn, fail, adapt, and grow. This approach makes them unusually bold because they're not afraid of getting it wrong. They know failure isn't the end, it's just another piece of the puzzle. To them, being stuck in the same routine or mindset is far riskier than trying something new and failing at it. What sets them apart is how unapologetically they embrace this process. Most people fear experimentation because it often comes with public mistakes, criticism, or the possibility of looking foolish. Sigma males couldn't care less. They value results over reputation. If taking an unconventional route, switching gears, or diving into the unknown moves them closer to their goals, they'll do it without hesitation. They're not reckless, they're calculated. They weigh the risks, decide if the reward is worth it, and then act decisively. This habit keeps them ahead of the curve. While others stick to familiar paths out of fear or complacency, Sigma males are out there discovering better ways to think, work, and live. Their willingness to experiment also means they're constantly evolving, making it nearly impossible for anyone to predict their next move. They don't just experiment with external situations, they test their own limits too. Whether it's pushing their mental capacity, refining their habits, or stepping into roles they've never played before, they treat every challenge as a lab for personal growth. This mindset ensures they're always learning, adapting, and improving. For Sigma males, life isn't about playing it safe. It's about exploring every possibility and using those experiences to build something extraordinary. Number 4, they use emotions as data, not drivers. Fearless Sigma males have a unique way of handling emotions. They don't let them run the show. While most people are either ruled by their feelings or try to suppress them entirely, Sigma males take a different approach. They treat emotions as valuable data, signals that offer insight into what's happening inside them or in their environment, but they refuse to let those signals dictate their actions. This habit gives them a level of emotional clarity and control that's rare. When something angers or frustrates them, they don't lash out impulsively. Instead, they pause and ask themselves, why am I feeling this way? What's the root cause? They dig deep, using emotions as a tool for self-awareness rather than as an excuse for irrational behavior. Fear, sadness, excitement, even joy. They analyze every emotion with the same calm detachment, looking for patterns, triggers, and lessons. But this doesn't mean they're cold or unemotional. On the contrary, Sigma males are deeply in tune with their feelings. They just refuse to be controlled by them. They understand that while emotions are real and valid, they're not always accurate or helpful. Acting purely on emotion can lead to regret or missed opportunities, so they strive to balance it with logic and purpose. This approach also makes them highly strategic. They can stay composed under pressure, read the emotions of others without being influenced, and make decisions that align with their long-term goals rather than short-term impulses. While others might be swept up by the highs and lows of life, Sigma males remain steady, using their emotions to guide them, but never allowing them to take the wheel. It's this balance of heart and mind that makes them truly fearless and unstoppable. Number 5, they reject the herd without condemning it. Fearless Sigma males have an extraordinary relationship with the herd mentality. They don't fight it and they don't follow it. They see the world for what it is. A place where most people move in packs, driven by trends, traditions, or the need to belong. But Sigma males don't feel the need to challenge the herd directly or mock those who conform. They simply opt out, carving their own path without asking for permission or validation. This isn't about arrogance or superiority. Sigma males don't condemn others for their choices. They understand that many people find comfort in the structure and safety of the group, and they respect that. What makes them different is their unshakable conviction to live life on their terms. While others are seeking approval or vying for status within the hierarchy, Sigma males are quietly building lives defined by freedom, authenticity, and purpose. They don't waste energy trying to prove the herd wrong or rebel for the sake of rebellion. That would still mean they're reacting to the herd. And Sigma males aren't interested in reaction, they're interested in action. Their decisions aren't shaped by what others are doing, thinking, or expecting. Instead, they're driven by their own values, goals, and instincts. This independence can be unsettling to others because it breaks the unspoken rules of societal interaction. Yet Sigma males don't feel the need to explain or justify themselves. They move forward with quiet confidence, uninterested in leading or being led. Their rejection of the herd isn't an act of defiance. It's simply a commitment to living authentically, no matter what anyone else thinks. And in a world obsessed with fitting in, that kind of self-reliance is the ultimate form of freedom. Number 6, they're obsessed with invisible wins. Fearless Sigma males operate on a different wavelength when it comes to success. For them, the loud, flashy milestones that others chase, promotions, social status, or public recognition, are secondary at best. What truly drives them are the quiet, personal victories that no one else sees. These invisible wins are the foundation of their strength and confidence, far more meaningful than any external reward. They focus on mastering their inner world. This could mean conquering self-doubt, maintaining composure in high-stress situations, or overcoming a fear that's held them back. These battles are deeply personal, and while others might not notice the work being done, Sigma males know these internal triumphs are what shape their character. Winning a mental battle, staying disciplined, or simply proving something to themselves is far more satisfying than earning applause from others. They're also relentless in perfecting skills and knowledge, often in ways that escape the attention of those around them. Whether it's learning a complex craft, fine-tuning their decision-making, or honing physical and mental endurance, Sigma males are constantly building their inner empire. The reward isn't the recognition, it's the mastery itself, and the self-assurance that comes with knowing they're improving. This obsession with invisible wins is what makes Sigma males so self-reliant. They don't need validation to feel accomplished, nor do they depend on anyone to define their worth. Their quiet pursuit of progress sets them apart, creating a sense of inner stability and confidence that can't be shaken. While others chase trophies to impress the crowd, Sigma males focus on their own scoreboard, the one that really matters to them, and that's a game they never stop winning. Number 7. They weaponize solitude. Fearless Sigma males have an unparalleled relationship with solitude. Where others see isolation as a void to be filled with distractions, Sigma males see it as their most powerful tool. Solitude isn't something they endure, it's something they actively seek out. It's their time to think deeply, recalibrate, and create a mental space free from the noise of the world. For Sigma males, solitude isn't about comfort or escape, it's about growth. They retreat not because they're avoiding people, but because they're sharpening their minds, refining their strategies, and mastering their craft. In the quiet of their own company, they can dissect their thoughts, solve problems, and make decisions without the interference of external opinions. This self-imposed isolation is what allows them to maintain clarity and focus when others are overwhelmed by the demands of social interaction. They also use solitude to turn weaknesses into strengths. Whether it's learning a new skill, studying a complex topic, or pushing themselves physically and mentally, Sigma males view their alone time as an opportunity for transformation. Every minute spent in isolation is an investment in becoming sharper, smarter, and more capable. Unlike the loneliness many fear, Sigma males thrive in their own company. They don't need validation, entertainment, or constant connection to feel fulfilled. Solitude is where they gain their edge, where they regroup and recharge before stepping back into the world. By weaponizing solitude, Sigma males set themselves apart in a world obsessed with constant engagement. Their time alone isn't wasted. It's a deliberate strategy to refine themselves into someone who's not just independent but unstoppable. When they emerge from isolation, they're not just rested, they're more powerful, more focused, and more prepared than ever. Number 8. They are masters of the gray zone. Fearless Sigma males excel where most people struggle, in the gray zone. While society loves clear categories and absolute answers, Sigma males understand that life is rarely so simple. They embrace nuance, knowing that the most important decisions, relationships, and opportunities often exist in the spaces between extremes. Their ability to thrive in ambiguity sets them apart and gives them an edge in a world that often demands clarity where none exists. This mastery of nuance isn't just about flexibility, it's about strategy. Sigma males recognize that binary thinking often leads to missed opportunities or oversimplified solutions. They refuse to see the world as black or white, right or wrong, win or lose. Instead, they analyze every situation for its complexities, weighing options that others might overlook. This habit allows them to make decisions that are both creative and calculated, often leaving those around them wondering how they saw what no one else did. In negotiations, they exploit ambiguity to their advantage. While others focus on fixed positions, Sigma males dig into the subtleties, looking for leverage points hidden in the gray areas. In relationships, they avoid labeling dynamics as entirely good or bad, allowing them to navigate interpersonal challenges with empathy and wisdom. And in life's dilemmas, they're not afraid to make choices that defy traditional logic, trusting their ability to see beyond the surface. Their comfort with ambiguity also means they're adaptable. They don't need certainty to move forward, nor do they demand guarantees. Instead, they embrace uncertainty as a natural part of life and use it as a space for innovation and growth. By thriving in the gray zone, Sigma males unlock possibilities others can't even imagine, proving that the middle ground is often where true power lies. Number 9, they redefine success on their terms. Fearless Sigma males have an uncanny ability to redefine success on their own terms, completely detaching themselves from society's predefined milestones. While most people live by the rigid standards of career advancement, social approval, or material wealth, Sigma males see success as a deeply personal journey, one that's built around their own values, desires, and goals, not the ones handed to them by the world. They understand that the pursuit of success, as defined by the mainstream, often leads to empty victories. A high-paying job, a prestigious title, or even social recognition might seem like success to others, but Sigma males know that these things can come at the expense of personal fulfillment and authenticity. They're not afraid to walk away from conventional paths, whether it's a career that doesn't inspire them, a relationship that stifles their growth, or societal norms that don't serve their purpose. Even if it means facing confusion, judgment, or isolation from others, Sigma males would rather be misunderstood than trapped in a life that doesn't align with their true vision. Their version of success isn't about external accolades, it's about living a life of integrity and independence. They measure success by how well they're able to live authentically, pursue their passions, and create a meaningful existence on their own terms. It's not about fitting into someone else's mold, but about carving out their own space in the world, regardless of how it looks from the outside. In doing so, Sigma males prove that success isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It's about freedom. Freedom to choose your path, to redefine your goals, and to shape your life in a way that brings you fulfillment, not just approval. This boldness to pursue personal success, no matter how unconventional, is what makes them not only fearless, but truly remarkable. Number 10, they cultivate radical adaptability. Fearless Sigma. Males are masters of radical adaptability. They don't just react to change, they embrace it. While most people cling to rigid identities, plans, or goals, Sigma males remain fluid, ready to pivot at a moment's notice when circumstances demand it. Their ability to adapt isn't a sign of indecision, it's a strategic strength that allows them to thrive in any situation, no matter how unpredictable or challenging. Where others may falter when things go off course, Sigma males are quick to adjust their approach. They understand that life rarely unfolds as planned, and instead of resisting change, they view it as an opportunity to grow, innovate, or refine their strategy. Whether it's in their career, personal relationships, or the way they approach a challenge, Sigma males are never too attached to a single path. They know that what works today may not work tomorrow, and they're always prepared to change direction without hesitation. This mindset makes them nearly immune to failure in the traditional sense. If one approach doesn't work, they don't see it as a defeat, they simply change tactics. They view setbacks as data, using them to learn, evolve, and come back stronger. This radical adaptability allows them to maintain composure and confidence, even in the face of adversity. Unlike those who define themselves by their successes or failures, Sigma males remain rooted in their purpose, not their methods. This gives them an incredible mental flexibility that allows them to succeed in diverse and shifting environments. Their ability to flow with change rather than fight against it makes them resilient, unstoppable, and always prepared to seize new opportunities, no matter how unexpected they may be. In the end, the fearless Sigma male isn't defined by the labels the world tries to place on him, nor by the rules others follow. He's a force of nature, carving his own path with unwavering confidence, driven by personal vision and motivated by the intrinsic desire to grow beyond the ordinary. His mastery over solitude, emotions, and the ambiguity of life allows him to navigate the world in ways that are both unpredictable and unstoppable. The Sigma male doesn't just reject the herd. He moves through the world as a quiet, powerful presence, one who shapes his destiny with each deliberate decision. What truly sets him apart is his ability to redefine success on his terms, embracing the discomfort of change and continuously evolving in ways that leave others guessing. Fearless, adaptable, and constantly in pursuit of self-mastery, the Sigma male thrives in a space where most fear to tread, the space where true power and freedom lie. For those who dare to follow the same path, it's not about rebellion for rebellion's sake. It's about crafting a life that's authentic, meaningful, and unshackled by expectations. A life where the journey is as important as the destination, and where every step forward is a reflection of the unyielding strength of mind and spirit. This is the essence of the Sigma male, the man who never needs to follow the crowd, because he knows his true power lies in forging a trail of his own. If you've made it this far, then you're probably someone who understands the value of going your own way and seeking personal growth. And if that's you, don't miss out on the next step in your journey. Hit that subscribe button and join a community of like-minded individuals who aren't afraid to challenge the status quo and redefine success on their own terms. Stay tuned for more insights, strategies, and tools to help you become the best version of yourself. Bye for now and see you in the next video.